What is going on, everyone? JTJudgment here, and welcome to another legend review in Ultimate Team. Today, guys, we're going to be looking at the only Spanish legend available on the market, Fernando Hierro. Now, when it comes to centre-back legends, in my opinion, Hierro isn't the best looking of the lot. I mean, there is a couple of slower options. I do believe the slowest legend, centre-back legend, is De Boer, coming with 66 pace. Do correct me if I am wrong there, guys. But Hierro brings 70 pace to the pitch. Now, me personally, I'm very picky when it comes to the amount of pace that my centre-backs have. You know, I like to have at least 75 pace in my centre-backs, no matter what formation I'm using. I don't care if I'm using 3 at the back, 4 at the back, or even if I use a 5 at the back. I like to have at least 75 pace in my defenders, because the amount of people that pace abuse in this game and come up with teams using Aubameyang, Ibarbo, Bundesliga sweat squads is unbelievable how many people do that. So you need to have pace in your defence to be able to counter that as much as possible. And unfortunately, Fernando Hierro doesn't really bring that much pace to the pitch, which is one of his downsides, guys. So, you know, if you buy him, don't expect him to catch up with people like Aubameyang and Ibarbo, because he won't, basically, you know. When it comes to his in-game stats, he's got very, very good stats for a defender. 93 heading accuracy, 89 long pass, 92 marking, 91 standing tackle, 92 jumping, 87 reactions, 88 strength, and the only mental attribute worth looking at is the 94 interceptions. But the stats that I was most surprised by, for a centre-back, the boy's got 80 long shots and 85 shot power. Now, you will see some of the goals that I scored with him. I used him as a centre-attacking midfielder to test those stats out, and he scored some absolutely fantastic goals for me. These are the sort of shots that you do not expect to have with a centre-back. You know, these are the sort of shots that you expect from a cam, centre-forward, or striker. So for a centre-back to pull them off, that's a big plus, you know. Not that a centre-back is going to be in the position all the time to take these shots. You will have to play him as an attacker to be able to shoot like this. But I'm just putting them in the video because he can do it. You know, those stats don't lie. 80 long shots, 85 shot power. His shooting is fantastic, guys. Now, some of his other pluses, he is a very strong centre-back. His strength stat is in the late 80s. His aggression is in the late 70s. But he does feel like a very, very strong centre-back. He muscled a lot of people off the ball to take the ball back into my possession, which was a very, very big plus. His tackling abilities is fantastic when it comes to sliding tackles or standing tackles. He took the ball pretty much every time he went in for the challenge. You know, don't get me wrong, there were some instances where he didn't manage to take the ball, but that was against people with more strength, you know, so things that you can expect him to lose the ball to. He's amazing in the air, scored a bunch of headers from corners for me. The power he puts behind his headers is fantastic. 91 heading on the card, I think he's got. I got to agree with that stat. And he's also got good positioning. His work race for a centre-back is pretty good. Medium attacking and high defensive. Would have been better if he had medium, low attacking and high defensive, but you can make it work, guys. Medium attacking, high defensive is still pretty good to have in a centre-back. Some of his minuses, dribbling and ball control is absolutely terrible. Not the most important thing to have in a centre-back, I know, but it's a review, guys. I want to get everything in the video. His passing is pretty damn terrible. Now, he's got an 89 long passing stat, but he does not perform as if he has that sort of stat. His long range passing and his short range passing is pretty dreadful, guys. So if you manage to take the ball off someone, be wary of who you pass it to, because if you try to pass it to the other side of the pitch, he might fail for you. And the last minus that I got, guys, I've already said, 70 pace on the card really isn't the best of pace to have in your centre-back, guys. So, final thoughts on the legend Fernando Hierro. Do I think he's worth it? I gotta say no. In my opinion, he is the second best centre-back, or Spanish centre-back, in Ultimate Team behind Ramos. I just don't think he's worth 700k. You can get the Team of the Year Ramos for 200k less, and he has 16 more pace, more defending, and more heading. So if you're looking for a Spanish centre-back and you have the coins to buy Hierro, don't buy him. Just go for the Team of the Year Ramos. If you've already got the Team of the Year Ramos and you've got the coins to buy Hierro on top of him, then I'd recommend you do it, because the partnership of Ramos and Hierro is fantastic. but I just don't think he's worth 700k. You know, you could get a lot of other legends for that sort of price. You could build so many teams with that sort of price, and I just don't think he's worth it, guys. 700k is a bit too much. Bottom line, if you've got enough for one Spanish centre-back, just buy the Team of the Year Ramos. He would perform so much better, simply because I think due to the fact that he has more pace. You know, it's how the game works. You need pace in your defence to be able to do well, and unfortunately, Hierro just doesn't tick that box, unfortunately. You know, 70 pace is a bit slow to have in this game. But that's going to wrap up my final thoughts and review of the legend Fernando Hierro. I've given him a final score of 8.7 out of 10. He is a good defender, guys, but he's just not worth 700k. That's going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed. A like is always greatly appreciated if you did, and hit the subscribe button today if you haven't already. And as always, guys, from me, take care, and I will see you all next time. Ta-ra, guys.